Lacrimosa. Florence, yes. You want to hold back your mezzo-soprano interjections, the weeping, the violent. Yeah, Lacrimosa. Once the bass. So begin with the bass, begin on Lacrimosa, and then after the alto 8 measures. 1 and 2 and.
We all have our moments where we can let our light shine, so to speak, but it's really a big team effort. You know, so listening in rehearsals become even more important, because in performance it's difficult to hear what the other ones are doing. It has to be a collaboration, and you know the best you can do is just in the first initial meeting is just to sing the way you normally sing, and if he wants something different, then he'll say it, and the word is flexibility. And if it's within my power, I do whatever is necessary. But if it's not within my power, because I want to be able to put my very best forward, and if it's not going to put my very best forward, then we have to work out a deal, so to speak.
You want them to bring both their vocal virtuosity and their individual poetic creativity to the role, but it's difficult for them to exercise that in harness with other voices because they're strong personalities, or they wouldn't be where they are. Little flat on the E natural.
I'm flat on the E natural.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Can you just play the harmonic movement in those two measures, the first two measures, the bottom score. Just let me hear it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. You've been singing E flat.
But if I figure out where I'm trying to go, then I could correct it. What is the chord I'm trying to go to? I don't know why I want to sing E flat. It's just a major try. Do it one more time.
All right. Sorry. If you can, Jerry, you've got to begin lighter when you're sure here's what you're doing. Yes, right. You sang that one almost twice as loud as you did the first one.
Well, I'll tell you something. One of the problems is that if they sing that softly, you're asking me to do something. I think that's one of the reasons that E is going flat there. If they're singing that tippy-toe soft there, it's very difficult for me to give you the sound that you need.
He marked it a double piano. We wanted.
Well, I know, but right now what's happening is that it's forcing me to just constrict just a little bit.
All right.
I'll try it. That's the problem.
We'd like to make it easy for you. All of us would. 3, 4.
It's too loud. It's too loud. Now it's too loud. Maybe it's a question of the color that I'm trying to sing up there. Do you think?
Yeah, I think it's If you can,
one has to really be aware all the time of which of those four voices is the more prominent at any one time. And you know, Verdi is such a genius about the way he weaves the melodic line in and out between the various vocal lines. In fact, you can hear it in the chorus all the time, where one section will give you a 5 or 6 note phrase, which is then picked up by the other section. One of the things that makes it difficult for a quartet singing solo pieces in a big choral orchestral work is that often the ladies are separated from the men by the conductor and the podium. When we were all sitting together in the rehearsal room, we had, I think, a greater chance to achieve pinpoint dynamics than you do in the concert hall. When you get into the concert hall and you're separated by that kind of space, you have to listen in a different way, and I can't explain to anybody what that involves. It's something that you get by osmosis by doing it a lot. But you're right, it is a dance. And because you try to accomplish so much in such a short period of time in rehearsals, when you're fortunate enough to have someone like Robert Shaw, who knows exactly what's happening at any given time in the score, one has to simply trust that if things aren't right, if things aren't in the proper balance as indicated by what the composer put in the score, that he's going to tell you.
3, 4. That's it.
That level's okay for you?
Yes, that's fine. That's glorious.
Because I can do that.
All right, good, good. Do that. Don't do it any differently than that. Just do that beautiful thing. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
A million. I don't know a million what, but a million.